Well, hello everyone. Welcome to AeginaCraft. This is one day after I figured out that I can use a blowtorch to create cells in waves. So I had a long ass day and I decided to make some ocean wave coasters with this new technique. Okay? I mixed up some jewel casting resin. I always want to say jewel crusting. There's no such word as crusting. Anyway, so I mixed up some jewel casting resin and I just mixed it up a few minutes ago, and it's already started to warm up, which is great. We are not gonna wait for the flash cure. So as in the previous video we experimented, I will try to replicate this on a smaller scale, much smaller scale. So what we're gonna do in this video is we wait for this to thicken up a little bit before it flash cures, and then we're gonna divide it into two, blues and whites. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, you can. Amazing. Blues and whites. What if I just move you over here? Can you see what I'm doing now? Yeah, much better. So, yeah, blues and whites. I'm gonna use a pipette. Le pipette to put the blue in the coasters one by one. And then I'm gonna put some white in each end, and then I will use my heat gun to blow out the white into the blue a little bit, and then we're gonna hit it with a torch. Now I will try to do it with a lighter, with a gas light, with a what is it, storm lighter, to have more control over the flames, because I have my butane gas torch and this is kind of too strong, so I just don't want to, I don't want to ruin it. Let's divide this into two. That should be enough white. Sounds like a DEI advertisement from Sweet Babying, but trust me when I say it's enough white, it's enough white. All right, so I want to use some teal. I tried to fix the color grading on my phone, but somehow my phone's camera distorts the colors and it does it in post, and I'm not good enough in coloring in DaVinci Resolve to get the original hues back. So I added some teal and I added some blue. Now I'm gonna mix it up and I'm gonna add it to the coasters while it's not cured, because I just realized that it will spread out better. It's not the first time I'm doing this, but until this point I used silicone oil to get the cells. I tried to use alcohol to get the cells. I tried different methods. Like if you watch my other video, which is linked in the corner of this video, I tried so many methods and I failed so many times, but this time I managed to do it just right. So I will try to do it again. Don't want to do it with the pipette. Actually, I want to do it with my spatula. So this is how I do it. I just spread out the resin. Oh, you guys not gonna believe what a day I had. So first there was this girl broken down ATV right in front of my shop, and she was super nice. She was from New York, of all places, and her dad lives here, so she visited him in the summer. but we had no idea. I wanted to help her out, fixing the ignition or something, or just kickstart it from my own motorbike. But then I was like, no, I'm sorry. I realized I never seen an ATV engine from up close before, and this looks like a scooter slash go-kart engine had an unholy baby. So I was like, you know what? I don't really want to fuck with it. Let's just call a guy who can fix it. So they towed it into his shop, and one after the other, like people followed one after another. There was this lady emailed me from another country who are gonna come here on Egina, and they're gonna have a retreat with her friends and stuff, whatever retreat means, and they want to visit my shop, and perhaps they want to do some practical, so they want to do some resin works in October. So end of September, I'm probably gonna look into how to do. I'm gonna put some more in this. I'm gonna look into how to do UV resin, because that could be something nice that people who just come here for a couple of hours can give it a go, and we just cure it under the UV light, and then they can go off with their new creations. I need to put the white in the clear, and I wipe off the excess when I get to it. And as you know by now, you should wear gloves. Always wear gloves when you're dealing with epoxy. I have gloves too, and I'm gonna wear them in this video because I really try to be a good guy, and set a good example and wear proper PPE. So here is I putting on my gloves. My brain is like a highly caffeinated squirrel, like Snoopy Girl says, and I constantly forget it. But now I have a glove on, at least one. I need this for tactile. I'm sorry. I have this very special mental disability where I have to touch everything, touch and lick things. So if I can't lick this, I might as well just touch it. Common sense be damned. Okay. I sucked up about 1 milliliter of pigment, which is, I don't know if it's a lot or not. This pigment I'm using is a Greek product, and it's basically white pigment powder dissolved in denatured alcohol, thus giving paste-like behavior. And I was able to use it in the first experiment. So we're gonna do it in this one too. I ordered some titanium white powder, pigment powder, on Amazon, and then it's gonna get here. We're gonna experiment with that too. But now I just really want to do this on a smaller scale. Okay, while this cures, up. I think I have too much in this bad boy, don't I? So I'm gonna get some paper, and we're gonna use capillary action to suck it up. Well, it wasn't just capillary action, it was stupid action. Okay, so this is why you wear gloves, see? Because then you can do crazy stuff like this. Amazing. I don't want to do too much cleanup afterwards, because in the shop I don't have my orbital sander, so I can only send it with hand. And boy, the previous attempts were just sucky. Oh my god, what am I doing with my life? And I have to send manually 12 coasters, which were like, no, boy, no, you don't want to do that. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I'm sorry, my content is not PG-13. I have a potty mouth. You told me many times you don't want to hear it. I am so sorry. I am doing my best, but you know, I lived like this for almost 40 years, and you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's what we say in my country. You know, it's been like this for 4 decades. I will probably live like this for the rest of my life. But anyway, I digress. I put too much in a few. I think I have too much in this one too. So, what if I put you here? Just suck it up. That's what my mom said always. Just suck it up. Childhood traumas. How fun. Alright. I want to have like a little indentation in. Okay, that should do it. I'm gonna cover this because I'm gonna put my hand in it for sure. Okay, I'm gonna run off, get my lighter, because I think I left it downstairs. Okay, got the lighter. I'm out of shape. I might have to hit the gym again. Sitting in the shop doesn't help you a lot. Okay. Ew, that's my hair in it. Okay. This is like nothing. But anyway, we deal with that when we get there. How is our white? It's thickening. It's thickening up. But I want it to be thicker. Just a tad bit thicker. It's like thick as ketchup. That's how I want it. That's how I did it before, and you know, I don't want to change too many variables at the time. Why is this car going in the opposite direction? Jesus Christ. It's a one-way street, and there's like this, oh my god, tourists. There's this guy coming down with a Volkswagen, like speeding down the main street, which is a one-way street. It's fun to live here. It's fun to work here, honestly. It's just extremely scary sometimes. Oh my god, and he's turning around here. If you touch my bike, I will literally do damage to your soul and body forever. You see how I was aware of YouTube demonetization before I said anything? You see? But you know what I meant. Yep. I was able to commit gender changing surgery on the gentleman. Anyhow, my bike lives. I had to buy the manual, the service manual for my bike, because I need to figure out how to clean up my injectors. I've never done it before, so That's another thing I need to deal with. I might cut this part out from the video, I might not. I don't know. We'll see. Future will decide. I have gloves on. Oh boy. I need to change the plastic wrapper because the previous pores, bits and bobs make it uneven for the new. Next time I need to pay attention to that before I commit to the project. Okay. So I need to move these away a little bit because I'm gonna use the heat gun. Should I use the small heat gun? I can do that too. You know what? Let's start with the small heat gun and yeah, we're just gonna scale it down. Yeah, that's gonna be the project today. You see, halfway the video, I figure out what I'm gonna do. That's how professional I am, and that's why you come to AeginaCraft, because you want to see professionally made, well-crafted videos doing resin art, you know, and all that jazz. Okay. I got an email from a Chinese resin supplier company today, and they told me that they're gonna send over their catalog. So they sent over a Google translated brochure, which was the worst made brochure I ever seen in my life. And they make resin. They make PU resin, polyurethane resin for floors to silicone cases to whatever. And I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested. And they said they have very good prices, unbeatable prices. So they told me that they can ship it. No, they can sell it to me for €8 plus shipping, or $8 plus shipping from Shenzhen, China. $8 to $12. That's what they say, to be exact. And I was like, yeah, still thank you, but I don't think you're gonna compete with my German supplier. Which is like, you know, I buy it on Amazon and they deliver it next week. And I don't have to deal with badly translated, shady Chinese factories. Anyhow. Oh, by the way, I would like to thank for all these people for their support on buymeacoffee.com. They make this show possible, and their donations make it possible that I can afford doing these videos and experiments for you. And if you feel like if you want to support me or my channel some other way than watching, you can buy stuff from my web shop. You can buy these coasters from my web shop, for example, or paintings or whatever. Or you can support me monthly or single time on buymeacoffee.com. That's a website where you can just throw some change at my face if you feel like it. Okay, shameless self-promotion over. Let's do some trying to heat up the gun. This looks good. I'm running out of cable. Okay. Okay. And now to the fun part. Ignite. That's not good enough. Okay. Now, we need to be very careful with the fire because we don't want to get it too close. The plastic wrapping is melting underneath, but don't worry about that one. It's going to curl up a little bit. Okay, we got cells. Yeah, lighter is better. With more control. Yeah. All right. We did it. I literally got what I wanted out of this. We got salation, but I got a little bit of mixing in as well. I wanted to achieve this so that the poster looks more homogeneous, homoerotic. I don't know. We are in Greece after all. No. Not Athenians lived here. Spartans lived here. We don't have homoeroticism. We have warriors here. And priests. Anyway, I think this has worked. So, what did we learn in this video? We have learned that you could actually scale down the technique to a smaller scale. I would have, if I wanted more cells, I should have waited for a little bit longer for the white to cure up before I pour it. Like right now, it's good. I was kind of impatient on it. But anyhow, let me give you a close-up. Look, pretty decent. Huh? That's cool. Came out pretty good. So tomorrow morning, I'm just gonna send this down and pack it for the next customer to take. I literally make one a day, and on the same day, it gets sold. If you want something like this from me, I have a link for my web shop under this video or in the first comment. And yeah, so we can scale it down. That's a good experiment because that's why I'm making it, so that I can share the knowledge, because I strongly believe that art is for everyone and nothing should be gate kept as a secret. So whatever I can do to hack and figure out cheap and easy ways to replicate processes what normal people pay hundreds of euros for to buy the tool or the chemical, I will do. And this is what AeginaCraft is, and this is why I'm here. Good morning, lovely people. This is the next day, and I decided I'm gonna continue the video and not gonna finish it at the pour. And I just messed up my lovely, expensive setup. Okay, cool. So I wanted to share the finishing with you because finishing is kind of the best part of it. So I have spent about 20 minutes to sand everything down. So I got rid of all the excess resin from all around the coaster. And now we're going to use Johnson's baby oil, because that's what I can get here on Egina. And baby oil is technically safe mineral oil, but much cheaper, and it cleans off any excess things that's stuck on it, gives it a nice scent, and makes it water resistant. So I'm just gonna get some drips on the pieces. I'm wiping the resin too, but I'm gonna clean it off from the resin, and it's really easy to clean off. You just literally wipe it off. I just wanted to seal the wood with some oil, and why I'm not using tongue oil on this one, because tongue oil cures to be satin or eggshell finish, so it's not shiny and not reflective, and it creates a coating on it, and I don't want that, because if it's hard to get it so it doesn't touch the resin, because if it touches the resin, you're going to see a grease mark on the resin. So therefore, I'm using mineral oil on my coasters, all of them actually. Flying. This was an excited one. And I use it back and forth, a bit around the side. Simple as that. Nothing too fancy, nothing too complicated. You know, just a little bit of resin goes a long way. Resin oil goes a long way. You just want to have a nice even coat on the front and the back. Let it soak in. Actually, it soaks in really fast. So right after I finished coating it, I will actually wipe it clean too, like so. You see, it changes its color, becomes more lively, more vivid, much better. And also, I'm gonna give you a nice trick. You see my coaster here? This was basically my first ocean wave coaster. Not ocean wave, river coaster. This was the first experiment, and I've been using this is an uneven cut, so this side is shorter than this side. So I decided to keep it, and I run several experiments on it. So this is my you know, I'm gonna destroy it piece. And as you can see, it's covered with coffee marks and watermarks. And what I just do, I just add some oil to it. Simple as that. Tweak. And we're just gonna wipe it clean, because The funny thing with baby oil is it cleans. It cleans really well. Not now though, because now I want it to show. Well, I'm just gonna cut out this part then. Yeah, I think I need to use a dishwasher for this. I'll be back. So I just realized I have like caked on stuff on this. Where's my sponge? Oh, here's my sponge. Yeah, a little bit of water. Oops. Okay, so sometimes you need to use water to clean things. That's another thing I just learned. Boom, movie magic. Can you see it? It's amazing. See what I done? I used the soap and water. So anyway, if you if you don't have caked in stuff, mineral oil removes that. That's what I wanted to show, but I failed miserably. This is what happens when you want to be a smart ass. And then you fail miserably. Why I'm saying this because when I was a painter and decorator, and I had emulsion paint drips on floors, on hardwood floors, accidentally, of course it was accidentally, I used baby oil to remove it. So I just waited for it to dry, and I used a wet wipe with some baby oil on it, and I was able to remove the paint specks from the floor, and then give a really nice shine. So I wanted to show you that, but then I realized when I looked at it from an angle, like, oh my god, it has like caked on fucking, I don't know, whatever it is. So I need to just wash it off. And lo and behold, soapy water does the trick. Or not even soapy water, I just used the sponge and just went to town with it. I'm gonna put some oil in it though, because if I am going to use this in the future, and if it has a barrier layer of oil coating between the wood and coffee or whatever I put on it, it's gonna be easier to clean off because it's not gonna soak into the wood. As you can see, it didn't soak in. Also, this is available for purchase, or not this, but coasters like this. I make them, and if you buy a 4-piece set for 20 euros, I can send this to you for about $8 shipping or some shit like that. I don't know. Yeah, so you can support the channel with that, or let me show you how they look. So this is one. Number two. Number three. I think this actually using a lighter is much better to get results than a blowtorch on a smaller scale. And many of you have commented this in my previous videos that you use a longer nose lighter. Well, this is the result. It's really nice. Anyway, if you like this stuff and if you want to support me or the channel in any way, you can purchase these or kind of like these. I can make you custom from my web shop, AeginaCraft.com. And if you want to, throw some change at my face, you can just buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com. If I save you some money, that is. Don't throw money at me just because. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you got something out of this video. And I don't know what video I'm gonna make next, but I really want to go and do more ocean waves. Let me know in the comments what kind of ocean wave experiments you guys want to try out or want me to try out. I need ideas. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.